This kapitel was composed by David when he was running away from Shaul, and he found himself in the Judean desert. He talks about how much he longs to be in God's presence, and about how he really wants to be together with Torah scholars, where he could study Torah together with them. He finishes off by asking God to curse his enemies and asking God to bless him, that he should be able to be in his presence, in God's presence once again. Mizra David, a song for David b'Yosef b'Midbar Yehuda, when he found himself in the Judean desert. And he says, Elikim, God, Eliata, you are my God, Ashachareka, I seek you, Samalecha nafshi, my soul thirsts for you, Kamalecha v'sari, and my flesh longs for you. And he says, where does he find himself now? Be'eretz sia v'ayev, within a land which is barren and weary, b'li mayim, without any water. Now describing his longing and his desire to be with God again, he says, I so much desire to see you in the sanctuary once again. To see your might and your glory once again. And he goes on to explain, because your kindness, this that you give man intelligence and you give man the ability to study, is better than ordinary life that most animals have. Svasai yishabachuncha, my lips praise you for this. And now, referring to the time that he's going to be in God's sanctuary again, he says, then I'll be able to bless you in my life. V'shimcha esa kapoi, in your name, I'll be able to lift my hands to your name. And when I'll be able to bless your name, my soul is going to be sated, just like I would have fat and abundance. And with joyous language, I'm going to be able to praise you with my mouth. When I remember you on the couch, on the bed, when I go to sleep, in the night watches, which refers to there are a few different times in the night that are special times that are set aside to mourn the destruction of the temple. So he says, at those night watches, I am going to contemplate about you. For you are a help for me, and in the shadow of your wings, I'm going to sing joyously. My soul cleaves after you, and your right arm has always given me support. Now referring to his enemies, he says, they seek my soul for desolation. And he says, he asks God, they should go to the lowest depths of the earth, which is referring to Gehenna, that they should go to Gehenna for what they are trying to do to me. And continuing to talk about his enemies, he says, they should be dragged by the sword. They should be the portion of foxes. And of course, it's known that ultimately Shaul died by the sword. And then he says about himself, Melech, but the king, Yismach Balakim, should rejoice in God. They should be in God's presence. And at that point of time, Yishalo Koanish Babai, all the people that always swore in God's name should be glorified. Because when they're going to see that God has answered me and he brought me into his presence, all the people that I've always believed in him and swore in his name are going to glorify themselves with God. Because at that point of time, the mouth of the falsifiers, the people that swear falsely, or the people that talk badly about me to Shaul, those false mouths are going to be stopped.